Hi guys, welcome back. So in today's video we're actually going to be doing a navigation flight. In my navigation flight I'm going to be taking off from Stapleford and I'm going to be travelling northeast to Great Oakley. So Great Oakley is a gliding site which is actually my end of my leg one, and then I'm going to be continuing on to Cambridge. But in this video I'm actually only going to be going from Stapleford to Great Oakley. So on the map you can see that I've actually started my journey from junction 28 as my starting point instead of Stapleford. So why is that? The reason's simple actually. We take off from Stapleford and it's going to take us at least 5-10 minutes just to be able to get to cruising altitude, cruising speed. We just need to get our bearings right. So what that does is just buys us some time to start our navigation from a nearby waypoint and actually make sure we do everything right to begin with in terms of tracking the right direction straight away from the map. Finally, you can see two coloured lines. You can see the green lines and you can see the red lines. So the green line is actually representing our track. So that is exactly the direction that we're going to be aiming and heading on. And the red lines are our drift lines. So let's say, for example, we've drifted off our course, but we're still within the drift line. We'll know exactly what calculations to make in flight to be able to get back onto track. So without further delay, let's get started. So we've just approached our first checkpoint. So what I'm going to be doing now is looking on the map and thinking, am I on track? Am I heading on the right direction? How can I confirm that I'm heading on the right direction? I'm going to be looking outside, and one thing I'm going to be able to see is Hanningfield Reservoir. That's a massive, massive site, so I'm going to be able to see that quite clearly. I'm going to be able to see Chelmsford Town, the shape of Chelmsford Town to my left-hand side, and I'm going to be able to see that the motorway is just running parallel to my left-hand side. So all those things will just reconfirm that, yes, Canal, you are on track at the moment, and you're heading in the right direction. So now that we've arrived to our halfway point in our second checkpoint, I can see again that we're going to be on the right track. How do I know that? One, because I'm going to be looking over to my left-hand side and I'm going to be looking for a town. You know, that's the Whittam town that you can see on the map. You can also see Northey Islands on the right-hand side. And finally, you can also see the way the water goes out to the sea. That's a massive reference point that you can use to your advantage. So now we're approaching our last checkpoint, our third checkpoint on here. So as you saw from the video, you're on the left-hand side. You can just about see the Abberton Reservoir to my left behind me. You can also see the Mersey Islands to my right. And finally, you have a massive town of Colchester to my left-hand side. Now, just where you can see the arrow, there is a small rectangle. Now, that is actually known as a danger zone. So what that's telling me is if that danger zone was active, no one's allowed to actually clear that zone, which is exactly where my path is running at 2,000 feet. So what would I do in this situation? I'll simply climb to 2,100 feet altitude just to stay safe and clear away from it. So that was the end of leg one of our navigation flight. I did actually carry on to going to Cambridge before I got diverted back to over Earlscown and back to Stapleford, but that's for another day. Hope you found this video useful, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.